Welcome to Manchester United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David, aka our radio to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I go by the names of Rock and David, secondly repeating my name, but this is what we do most. Today we are having lots of things to talk about. Edinson Cavani injury as he was playing for Uruguay, Pochettino interviewed, and Hag latest, plus Mason Greenwood's return that had really done a lot of rounds on social media and then watered down by Manchester United. We start off with the Mason Greenwood excitement that took on today with the Manchester United fans all over the world in there, but it was watered down by Manchester United in there for you. What really brought up this excitement? It was all about Mason Greenwood's photo being viewed onto the website of Manchester United in there. He was arrested way back in January and he was given a bail in there, and he's at his home trying to make ends meet in there for you. So today he was seen on the club's website in there, and they said, oh, maybe Greenwood is returning to Manchester United in there for you. And guess what? The club came out and stopped the speculations and issued a statement in there, and this is what the statement read: there has been no change whatsoever in Mason's status. We removed his profile from the club app soon after he was removed from the squad in January. This was in order to remove Mason from interactive elements of the app such as team predictions. However, his profile was never removed from the website as he remains a Manchester United player, albeit not currently part of the squad while the legal process unfolds in there for you. So Greenwood is such a darling at Manchester United, but what he did has seen him be out for a very long time. He last played for Manchester United, I think, in that last game when United went for a holiday because it was an international break and European players had no games to play, and Mason Greenwood was seen into a very bad allegation of beating up her girlfriend in there. So we wait and see what the police is really going to come up and do the deal. Last month, Sunsport revealed that Greenwood has picked up £267,850 in wages since being suspended by the club following rape allegations in there for you. So the club remains paying Mason Greenwood in there. They're paying him his wages close to £100,000 a week, and United have gone ahead to do the needful. Football Manager 2020 has also confirmed that he will not feature after their recent winter update in there for you. If and when the suspensions is lifted, the player or official will be reinstated at the next scheduled opportunity in there for you. So we wait and see what happens for Mason Greenwood and what verdict is going to come in for Mason Greenwood in there for you. We go to another story, that is Edinson Cavani. Edinson Cavani is a Manchester United player. Edinson Cavani is a Manchester United player who came in 2020. That was when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was here. And in that season of 2020-2021, he really netted in loads of goals. That is Edinson Cavani, and we all loved him a lot. But recently, I don't know what's wrong with Edinson Cavani, because it feels like he doesn't want to play for Manchester United anymore. Him being injury prone, and sometimes he has always come out and told the manager that I'm not feeling well to play in there. But when it returns for what we call the international duty, you'll see him coming back saying I'm fit. That's why I've seen very many Man United Spurs supporters in there coming out on Twitter saying that Cavani no longer likes Manchester United. He doesn't play for United anymore in there for you. But I'm asking myself, what is really so much disturbing Cavani? Because you would have gone in January. You'd have gone in January, and maybe Aaron Martial would have stayed, and he would have gotten some good playing time in there. But you knew that you don't want to play for United anymore, and you stay here. Something that I hate. I really hate this, because you are enjoying a lot of money, £200,000 a week, and you are still at Manchester United and disturbing us for all of this long. This is something that we shouldn't even come in here and not talk about, because it is seen like he's a player that does not respect the shot. Maybe we might be thinking that way, yet he thinks that Ronaldo has come out and overshadowed him, because last season he was competing with Anton Martial, Rashford, You get? And such players. But the coming in of Cristiano Ronaldo really outshone him, and I really believe that it might be affecting Edinson Cavani, thinking that, oh, even if I do what? Ronaldo has taken the spot. Even if I play on and score goals, I won't displace Ronaldo, or to start in front with Ronaldo in there for Ronaldo won't go to the bench. I think that is something that is eating Edinson Cavani up, because I'm asking myself, when it's for Uruguay, he comes out and reports that he's fit. When it's for Manchester United, he goes in and says, oh, I'm not fit, I'm not going to play in there. And he has sustained an injury in there. And guess what? What is funny about this injury that Edinson Cavani has sustained is that he walked off the pitch. He walked off the pitch and showed that he was injured in there. Now, guess what? If there is anything that Cavani loves, there is nothing he loves than being in Uruguay, because even in the recent international break, he told Ralf Rangnick that, oh, I'm not going to return to Manchester United as soon as possible. Reason, I'm still in my country and I'll return after a week. So he was given another week off, yet his other fellow South American players had already returned. It shows you that Cavani no longer wants to play for Manchester United, because in his debut season at Manchester United, 2020-2021, he never stayed or delayed for a day in Uruguay to return at Manchester United. But this time around, he's delaying. I'm really asking myself, is this what he is doing to us and all of us? What's the reason of this? Because he never used to do this. He never used to do this, but he's doing this because he feels his place was taken, and he feels like his services are no longer needed at Manchester United. To me, the reason as why I'm furious at Edinson Cavani is because there was a player who wanted to play for Manchester United, and if at all Edinson Cavani was leaving, Antoine Martial would have known, oh, I was going to get enough playing time at Manchester United because Edinson Cavani was away, and he would have, because very many games we've seen when we are missing a striker, and Ronaldo was forced to play 3 games in 7 days. A player of 38 years of age cannot be stretched to that level, and we saw to it that he was even given a holiday to go in Lisbon after playing those 3 games, because it was so much for a player like Ronaldo. 3 games in 7 days, that was so much for him. So that is something that Edinson Cavani is exposing to us, and I really believe that if at all Antoine Martial was here, he would have done something better than him this season, because we kept him around knowing that he was going to give us an impact like he did last season, yet we were lying to ourselves in there for you. So Mr. Edinson Cavani, you are really costing United a day or a season in there, because if at all Ronaldo gets an injury now, what is United left with? No Mason Greenwood, no Cavani, no Ronaldo. That means they'll just have to get Marcus Rashford and make him play as a centre forward, or they will play Bruno Fernandes as a false 9, with Paul Pogba going into this position in there, something that Paul Pogba doesn't love, because he came out and complained it at France, that at France it's good for him because he knows what he's going to play game in, game out, but at Manchester United he never knows what he's going to play. They play him as a deep playing midfielder sometimes. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer used to play him off the left wing very many times. Bruno, sometimes is being played as a central attacking midfield. So he asks himself, what is it for United and what is expected out of me in there? So something very worrying about him, and he doesn't want it. So to me, I really believe that Cavani is costing us a season because of his not being clear. He would have come out and told them, please, I don't want to play for United anymore, and I'm leaving in January, because Barcelona was so much interested in him and very many other clubs in there. So I really believe that he's earning £200,000 a week, something that is way too much for a player who doesn't feature for Manchester United this season. If I'm to remember this season, Cavani has not played 20 games for Manchester United. He hasn't. Cavani has not played 20 games for Manchester United. So I'm asking myself, what is his role at Manchester United? Something that is really, 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 really unbelievable at United that Cavani is doing to this club in there for you. So to me, I really believe that it's a disgrace for Cavani, and I don't really feel like he is worth being a United player in there for you. And he did not appear at Carrington this morning after his injury during the international fixture. Freddie and Telles have both reported for training. That is Samuel Lucas for Manchester United Evening News. That's what he reported in there. And I'm asking myself, what is United going to do? We are having 9 crucial games for Manchester United. Those games we are left to play And I'm asking myself, how are we really going to go on with them? Because if Ronaldo gets an injury, then we aren't really going to be safe. So to me, I really believe that the board of Manchester United should really look at things before they make decisions in there for you. And that's why the next manager of Manchester United is going to be key to these situations in there for you. Because there is no way you're really going to come in here and tell me that these situations can face a team like Man City, because they know what the team needs every time. So I really believe that it's really something that United should go on and look into. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, please subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now we get into the Ten Hag the Pochettino update. There is a story coming in from Bart Telegraph. He said Pochettino will not expect a payment. Sorry, PSG will not expect a payment for Mauricio Pochettino and will not stand in his way should he accept another job, and neither are they insistent that Pochettino asks for permission before speaking to another club. Then Bart Telegraph came out and said Man United have spoken to Erik ten Hag, Pochettino, and at least one more other manager candidate. That other candidate is not believed to be Luis Enrique or Juan Lopetegui in there for you. Then he came out and said the same person that Manchester United are expected to carry out a second and final round of interviews before appointing their new manager. Although Erik ten Hag has now emerged as the clear favorite. You get? But news coming out from the Daily Mail has come out and indicated that United have interviewed Pochettino today, and they really talked to him and they really want to know what he has for Manchester United. This story has been revealed by the Disco Mirror that Pochettino has been interviewed by Manchester United and answers are needed in there from a man who goes by names of Mauricio Pochettino in there. And I'm asking myself, why do they interview Pochettino? Because I really believe that they've always wanted him, and there is no need to interview him because they know what he brings for them. And if at all they interviewed him today, there is nothing new he's going to tell them, because they already know what they want from Pochettino and what Pochettino promised them, because Pochettino was in bed with the ex-CEO of Manchester United, that is Ed Woodward, and Ed Woodward is believed to be the man in front of all this, and the board of United admired Pochettino. But I'm asking myself, Pochettino right now, if at all Pochettino had gone past Real Madrid, he would have given us a benefit of doubt that, oh, I'm at PSG, I'm playing with Neymar, Messi, and Kylian Mbappe, and I've done the needful, and I've played my role, and I've beaten Real Madrid. Now, if at all you cannot knock out Real Madrid, you get, yet you have that entire squad as Pochettino, who are you really going to come out and knock out? You get? Because he's having, I think, no team has a better squad than PSG. Look at the goalkeepers. They're having Kyle Navas. They're having Donnarumma. That is goal. They're having Hakimi, one of the best right backs. They're having Nuno Mendes, one of the best left full backs in Europe. Central defenders, Sergio Ramos, Marquinhos, Kimpembe. You get? All those are central defenders in there. We go to the midfield. Verratti, Paredes, and Herrera. They're having Gueye. You get? Jorginho Wijnaldum. You get? They're having which other player? They're having very many good players in there. They have the Draxlers of this world. Now you go to the forwards. Neymar, Icardi, Di Maria, Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe. No team has players like PSG. Now, if at all you cannot assemble all those kinds of players to come in and get us the needful, then what's the reason of bringing him at Manchester United to become the next Manchester United manager? I will find that ridiculous, something that I cannot come in here and believe for that he's going to be the next United manager in there. I really believe that very many people are really wanting him to be, especially the journalists and the all ex-players of Manchester United have come in and talked to the guy, and they've told him, please, you sorry about that, ex-players have come out and really given us reasons as to why they want Pochettino, and one of the things they've lied on as a benchmark to give him to credit him ahead of Erik ten Hag is that he has Premier League experience. Yet when you look at the managers that have come in here and won the Premier League, few of them were in the Premier League before. You get? When you look at Sir Alex Ferguson, never had the Premier League experience. Jurgen Klopp never had the Premier League experience. Pochettino never had the Premier League experience. Arsene Wenger has never had the Premier League experience. Which other manager that has won it? There is Kenny Dalglish. I think Kenny Dalglish and Ranieri are the only two managers that have had Premier League experience that have won this trophy in there. When you look at the Mauricio Sarri, Antonio Conte winning it for Chelsea, those two never had Premier League experience in there. And I'm asking myself, where do you get the authenticity to come and give that as the reason? Because most managers in the Premier League that have won it just come in from other leagues and they come in and dominate with their team. So to me, I really believe that that is something that the likes of Gary Neville shouldn't come in here and trade, because even Gary Neville did a poll on his Twitter and close to 80% of the votes issued were going all favoring Ten Hag, and the number of votes issued were close to 300,000 votes issued in there in a space of an hour, in a space of a day. That is 24 days, so 24 hours, I mean, I'm sorry about that. But then that would be something that would just open your ears, because one person can come in, can't come in here and make a decision for a club like Manchester United, because all of the decisions made by the club board of Manchester United have backfired. And to this time around, I really believe it's the highest time they came in and said, oh no, we have to do what the fans want. You get? Do what the fans want, and then if at all it does not work out, then you will have a leverage of coming out and saying, all right, we favored your decisions, and now say what it happened for us. You get? So do that such that you get yourself a second life, because I saw Gary Neville coming out and saying that the Glazers have been at Manchester United for the past 10 years and they've done nothing. They've promised a lot and delivered nothing, and he believes that it's time they call it quits at Manchester United, because a decade at Manchester United, spending close to £1 billion in there, and you don't have a big trophy in there, no way, no reason of being at Manchester United. Remember, Manchester United has spent more than Man City, more than Liverpool, more than Chelsea in the past 10 years. But guess what? All of those teams have come in and won big things in the past 10 years, and United has won nothing. Liverpool has won a Premier League and a Champions League, and they've reached at the Champions League final twice. Man City has won close to five leagues in there, 5 or 6 leagues in there, and they've reached the Champions League final. United hasn't. Chelsea has won a Premier League, they've won a Champions League in there, and they've managed to come up and set up a competition that they are now into the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and United is already out. Yet United is spending lots of money. That is a sign that United is spending badly. They are spending their money poorly in there. And a story came out today confirming that Erik ten Hag is still the favorite for the United job, and all people were amazed in there. But to me, I really believe that if Ten Hag is given the job, I really believe it's going to be something great, because I really believe that when you give Ten Hag the job, you already have players that have been good at Manchester United that are really going to get a good playing space in Manchester United. When you look at players like Anton Martial, I really believe that when Ten Hag comes in, he'll convince him to start Manchester United and tell him, please, you are going to lead my line. I even have a belief that if Ten Hag comes in at Manchester United, he won't go in for centre forward. He will say, I have Ronaldo, I have Anton Martial, maybe even if Greenwood returns. You get? Then Paul Pogba is leaving, that is confirmed. If Ten Hag comes in at Manchester United, we won't burden ourselves on replacing Paul Pogba, because Danny Van Beek will come in out of loan and Erik ten Hag will use him. You get? The only two things we'll be looking for a central defensive midfielder, and a winger. Those are the two players that United will be looking for, and a budget of £150 million. You'll find that Erik ten Hag will come in and get us a decent central defensive midfielder and a decent winger, because Anthony is being linked to Manchester United. If at all Erik ten Hag becomes the manager of Manchester United, in there for you. And if at all you don't hear that Anthony is going to another club, just know that is going to be one of the confirmations that Erik ten Hag is coming at Manchester United. So I really believe that. I don't agree with the Pochettino appointment, and it's something that is not going to do me good, though I won't come out and diss him because I'll back him as a Manchester United manager, but that won't be something that I'll come in here and talk about all time in here onto the Manchester United Matters channel. Guys, feel free to go into the comment section and give me your views on who do you think the best manager should be. And I pose this question of Edinson Cavani. Do you think Edinson Cavani is fed up playing at Manchester United? Because every time he goes to Uruguay, he has to give a reason to stay in there. He got an injury and he has not returned. He's spending another week in there, yet United is having a busy week. I'm out for now. See you later, my mates.